Welcome, and thank you for coming. Now please open your mind and close your eyes, you will need them not. Trick. I am the trickster, but do not judge, for even a fool may utter truth. You should use debt to buy assets. An asset is anything that makes you money. Everything else is a liability. But never forget that debt is a tool, and like with any tool, you can use it properly or misuse it. I know this looks like a lot of work, but it's worth it. Trust me, it will pay off in the long run. So let's start with scene 1. You have 3 characters. One is a person that has a lot of debt, but he's rich because he has assets. The other one is a person that has no debt and works an hourly or salary job. They are not poor, but neither are they wealthy or rich. The third person has a lot of debt but didn't buy any assets. So all their money goes to paying back the debt. The difference between these 3 people is how they chose to use the debt tool. My advice is to use the debt to buy assets, or don't use debt at all. Never misuse debt, that is how you stay poor. Now we're gonna talk about how assets make you money and everything else is a liability. So this guy with the debt, he goes to the bank. He gets a loan to buy a house. That house is an asset, because now he can rent it out and he makes money from it. Now he has a mortgage on it, but he also has an asset that's making him money. The other guy doesn't have any assets, or he has to save up the money first to buy any. All he has is his job. So he works for his money. When he stops working, he doesn't make any money. The whole point of this video is to show that debt is not bad. In fact, debt is good if you use it to buy assets. If you use debt to buy liabilities, then you're screwed. So this last guy with the debt, he goes to the bank, he buys a car. Now he has a car payment. He's making money, but he's also spending money. So now he's stuck working to pay the debt off. This is a very simple concept, but it's so important to understand. If you want to be rich, you have to buy assets. And the way to buy assets is with debt or upfront with funds. The question is, what kind of debt? Bad debt or good debt? Bad debt will keep you poor. If you want to be rich, you need to use good debt to buy assets. If you want to be rich, you need to change your mindset. You need to start thinking like the rich person. Even though you may not have any money right now, you still need to start thinking rich. How do you do that? By changing your mindset. How do you do that? Knowledge and discipline. You need to know the rules to play any game effectively. Discipline is simply the practice that leads to good results. You have to become the person you want to be. By understanding yourself, you can achieve your goal. That's why this is so important. Once you know yourself, the practice that leads to good results forms the characteristics of the law of attraction. Though a warning for you: hold tight to morals, standards, and character. Don't fall to meaninglessness, for money will indeed make happiness, but it will never satisfy you. Only love can do that. Thank you for watching. Trick.